It's really the waste that comes out of the septic tank. That's what it is. It's like the raw sewage that come out of your body. It's the odor, it's the smell, it's the raw sewage that comes out of a person's body. That's what it is. There's no other way to explain it. That's what it is.
And that is all over your yard?
Yes.
This is the area close to the lagoon. And the resident says when the red light goes off at the lagoon, look for her yard to flood with raw sewage the next day. And she said out of all the years that she ever lived here, which is like 28 years, her children or her grandchildren has never been able to play in the yard during spring break because it's always wet or flooded out with raw sewage. And this is a pretty nice yard, large area for the kids not to be able to play in it during their spring break. This whole area floods out here with raw sewage.
I don't even know where to begin because honestly, this is one of the most disgusting decisions I've seen from a government that claims to be about law and order. What happened in Lowndes County, Alabama isn't just negligence, it's betrayal. A betrayal of human decency, of basic civil rights, and of the idea that justice is supposed to mean something. For years, this black rural community has lived with raw sewage spilling into their homes, children playing near waste, families walking through puddles filled with disease. Septic systems don't work here, not because they're broken, but because the soil literally won't support them. It's called black belt soil, and for decades, the state of Alabama just let it slide. But in 2023, something shifted. The Biden-era Department of Justice stepped in and said, enough. They opened a civil rights investigation and struck a deal with Alabama's Department of Public Health. Families who had been criminalized for their poverty were going to get support. Plans were in motion to create safe, functional sanitation systems. A small win, but a powerful one. But apparently, clean water is just too woke, because in 2025, Trump's DOJ walked in with Executive Order 14,151. What did it do? Killed all environmental justice efforts tied to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yep, equity became a four-letter word. And with that, the entire agreement to help Lowndes County tossed aside. I'm sick over this. We're not talking about handouts. We're not talking about luxury. We're talking about families living with sewage bubbling up through their floors, while the Department of Justice said, not our problem anymore. Let that sink in. DOJ leadership says it's about eliminating arbitrary DEI programs. Let me ask you this. What's arbitrary about stopping kids from getting sick because their backyard is a biohazard? What's arbitrary about civil rights? Or is it only arbitrary when black, rural communities are the ones needing help? This isn't just bad policy. This is environmental racism, codified and defended. And let me be crystal clear. This administration didn't just reverse a settlement. They sent a message, loud and clear. If you're poor and black in America, don't expect us to give a damn. And that's what disgusts me the most. This country has trillions for wars, bailouts for billionaires, and clean water for every golf course and gated mansion. But Lowndes County, you get sewage and silence. History will not be kind to this moment. Justice came to a forgotten corner of Alabama, but the people in power slammed the door shut because the optics weren't convenient and the victims weren't wealthy. They erased justice, but the stench still rises. If this disgusts you too, don't stay silent. Subscribe, share this, speak their names, because if we let them get away with this, what's next?